All right, people, I'm starting the live stream early today. And before we start the live stream, what I do is I talk about, well, the live stream time, right? So you need to figure out your time zone if you're missing it to match mine. As you can see here, I say live stream on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Canada. Okay. Now, so right now, before the live stream starts, I'm giving information for those that missed the live stream, right? Then we're going to go into a lot of information in this live stream, okay? So you want to pay attention to this very carefully, okay? Because this is for about to help people who are serious for success, right? You know, I talk about stock clowns and so on and so forth, but that's a never-ending problem. What I can do is really only help those that want to really change their outcome for the better and have true understanding of the markets. Okay, because a lot of people they don't have that understanding of the markets. So again, one of the things I show here, I'm going to scroll this down just a bit, is there's a created playlist. And you're going to see the videos and health section and everything. What you want to do is study those videos carefully. These are actual winning plans that I manage in my group. And we have caught these awesome gains with skill as the market keeps going higher into new highs. So now, after that, I'm going to be talking about the market. So basically, don't forget to listen to all the information on this live stream and to study more of this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm giving you the knowledge bombs. It's up for you to do your own research and thinking, okay? My group is free. However, there are rules to follow and you must be serious for success. That being said, let me bring up the charts. And we're going to talk, first of all, we're going to talk about the SPY. So again, we're going to wait here. We're going to wait a few minutes. But the introductory of the video, if you go into the beginning, it shows you when the live stream starts. So don't forget though, this live stream is well, Thanksgiving. Now, again, those serious for success will come to the live stream, or they will see the live stream later. I'm just going to listen. I promised the start time as I promised the start time for 9:30 p.m. and so we're going to wait till about 9:30 p.m. Look, right now it's 9:27 p.m. Now remember, at the beginning of this video, I started about 3 minutes. I explained some key information. This live stream. I suggest you make sure you see that if you missed that. Okay. Of course, when this live stream is over. But as we move forward, we must move forward on the information. I have a lot of powerful things to say. And again, I ask people to really pay attention and take this seriously because I do this to help empower those that are in my group and for new people as well. But just because people are in my group, it doesn't mean they're going to succeed because they don't fully understand or follow the rules. You know, no matter how much I made a screening process, there's people that really have honestly mental issues. I mean, extremely mental issues. There are people out there. It's insane. So again, it's about 9:28 people. Hello, hello, hello. It's about 9:28 people. Hi, Ash. And again, you know, I did start this early because I'm trying to save time, and I'm going to really make sure to end the live stream by 10:30, the latest. It's got to be high quality. I got to focus on the big picture, answer the right questions. We don't have time for clowns and games. We have time for success. And all the proof is documented on my YouTube channel for someone to study. I don't have time to babysit people who will never succeed in the markets. Now, mind you, people, now that we're going to talk here quickly in the beginning, I always explain to people that you need to treat the market as a serious business. If you do not, you will fail long term. I guarantee you this. I have too much experience dealing with many people and a lot of experience of myself. I take this as a serious business and I succeed because I do that. because I have developed powerful skills and powerful tools, okay, that give me an edge over everyone else. I can see how clownish most people are by what they post and what they say, regardless where they are, what level they are, right? Hello, hello, Omega. Hello, Dave. So, people, I want you to pay attention, whether you're a member in my group, because again, when you're a member in my group, I'm going to be giving you guys messages for those members in my group. So the one thing you want to do is you want to read my posts. You know, I manage the plans, okay? I don't just post plans. Now, in the past, there were years where I would just post the plans, but I found that many people couldn't succeed without management. And so in 2019, I started management. However, just because I manage things doesn't mean that people in the group are all following and studying. They're very clownish people out there. They want to make a quick buck and not understand how to make money with skill. Okay, they don't understand that the market is always changing and you need to adapt. The market is very different in 2019 than it was in 2018, and so it was different in 2017 and 2016. Only adaptive thinking will succeed long term. And that's what I'm a master at. Everybody else's old world thinking do not have adaptive thinking. What's the proof? Well, how I call this market. Look, we are at SPY 315, right? Let's be real here, people. Let's talk about the SPY here. It's about 331. That's right, Vinny Teehee, no clowns allowed. So listen up, people. Let's go over this again. I want you to understand this, and I want you to put this in your skull, okay? Of what big picture thinking. While this market was falling in December, PowerTarget Trades said this market is falling for the wrong reasons, and this and it is holding key support levels. We must hold. We must go into the right plans. I will have plans to get us to winning plans. Well, I did that. I got us in 5 winning plans in BA in a row. Apple and Roku plans. That was the main driver in these months right over here. Okay, four stocks with multiple plans, a whole bunch of Roku winning plans and everything. Roku was a 300% winner this year. Okay, now people are complaining like the stock clown. The SPY is too high. It pulls back. Oh, they think they were wrong again. We hit 300 levels 3 times. I talked about 300 back here, back in 2018. Of course, the market was close that time, but we had our political issues. Okay, I was right the big picture because as you can see, the SPY is in new highs again, 315.48. No stock clowns out there or so-called services are able to do this or have actually managed a group or told people. And I have this all documented on my live streams. If you want to go back months and months and months back, go to any time frame. They're there. If you really look through, scroll through, I have 500-600 videos. You want to go look at through them all. Go look for live streams and see for yourself. Like I have I have knowledge bombs. I have multiple proof on my channel as long as YouTube um, keeps channels because there is some. But I think it's mostly for kids online. There is some problems with YouTube. All right, people. That being said, you have to understand that what I'm explaining to people is that if you don't have real market direction, you don't really have. If you don't understand real market direction, that's what most people do not understand. Most people have old world thinking. They understand maybe about resistance and support, but that's not going to do anything to tell you real market direction, right? That doesn't make you figure out what stocks are going to break out, why you should hold the stock, why you should not hold the stock. This is a lot more complex and requires a lot more skill and what's called adaptive thinking. That's why I killed it with Apple. Look at, let me prove my point here. Apple, let's put up Apple, people, AAPL. Okay, I want you to pay attention here. Okay, I want you to think about this carefully. Okay, I've been talking about Apple. Okay, and we have plans. We've had plans. We've made some plans over here. We probably avoided this. We caught this run. We caught this whole run in Apple from here. I've had plans, and they're all documented. Okay, we're still in this. I pulled back lately. We got in here again. Again, Apple's in new highs. Can Apple pull back and chop? Of course it can. But if you miss the massive, like what's happened is this: people thought, oh, Apple's too high at 249, okay, 250. It pulls back, they still don't get in. They think it's going to pull back more. They don't have a plan of action. We did, we bought the power. I had a plan of action, so we caught money all through this, the whole thing. We have, I have 3 documented plans. On the 4th plan that hasn't been released yet, other than what I've said to my group, we bought this pullback over here, right? And the options have come back to where they were when they were over here. Uh, I said if persons did miss the plan, they could get in, and then if they took my advice, they're making money in these Apple plans. Now, I want to catch Apple's going to go to 300, and if we miss that move because we're waiting for a pullback that may never happen, who says you're going to catch it without a plan, right? So these people who say, oh, Apple's too high, it could pull back, but it still can go higher, it's bullish, they are called clowns. They are guessers. Like, pay attention to the wording, right? My direction is Apple is going higher, right? And we can't be afraid of a loss, because if you're afraid of a loss, you're going to miss the gains. If I was afraid of losses in Apple, I would have not catched all these gains. But Apple followed my rules, and I manage this and explain this to help people mentally. People do not have the mental skills in the market. They think it's about resistance support. It goes way beyond that. And people don't take this as a serious business, right? If you take this as a gambling thing, you're going to be that gambling guy who loses long term. The market is the hardest profession in the world. Okay? I've managed lots of people, right? I see the weakness in a lot of people. We're talking about a lot of people who have money behind them. They don't have the skills that I possess, okay? And I can help people make money in real companies with options that have small accounts, right? So small accounts I identify as 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. That's small accounts, okay? 40,000, these are small accounts, right? If a person has $100,000, that's a good account, that's a really great account, but you still got to manage everything properly, right? And you still have to understand that you have to go through a process, that it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. You need to understand how to manage all the situations. Some plans, even though you do all the right things, they don't work out right away, but you got to manage them and then they work. I've had plans go against us 80%, but they followed my rules only to make us 100% gains or 50% gains. But what I'm doing is I'm managing the group with other key plans that show up. It's all manageable as I tell people how to manage their account size properly. A lot of people overtrade with the funds that they have. They put too much on one idea. If the idea doesn't work out, they have lost so much to their account, then they make more dumb decisions. They don't have success long term. They cannot. They do not have the mindset, okay, for success, or do they have the strategies to make the money? I do. You come into my group, I manage, I tell it how it is, right? And then you do what you want. But if you don't see the value and you're missing out the gains because you aren't focusing, why do I want you in my group? So you don't do nothing? Right? You have people complaining about doing retweets and likes. All that does is tell me that you're paying attention, so there's no excuses. When you're not paying attention and then you tell me you missed a plan, I'd say, well, why did you miss that plan? Look at the gains we just made. See, I put it in people's faces when I make these videos. I say, here's the gains we made. What did you do? I put it in the face of who's a member in my group, who's not a member in my group. What did you do? This is what we did. What did you do? I'm here to help the people succeed, right? All right, so as you know, people, we caught the gains in Apple. We did this with skill. Again, it's documented on my YouTube channel, PowerTarget Trades, right? The links can be found on my StockTwits account on PowerTarget Trade. The links can be found on Twitter, right to my simply thing. All the information is very visible. There's a pinned tweet explaining how to become a member. There's a lot of clowns in there. I said to people, do you think that people are smart enough to make it or stay in my group? They are not. I really don't care about helping those type of people. I do care about those who really follow and study what I do. I gave my example of Ash as one of a new member that smashed a lot of previous members to this day. 2 pieces. What does she simply do? She simply listens to what I said. She studies. She studies video. I see her. I tell people she makes comments. I see that she puts the work. That's why no wonder she does well. She comes to the live stream, she does retweet, she never complains, she makes dollar bills and does better than all the ones who complain that have to do nothing in life. Have I not led the people to higher prices? His Apple at 267, I talked about it being a $300 stock back when it broke into the 200 zone. Right? I've been a long-term holder before the 7-to-1 split with stocks, and I've made so many countless, I say 20, 30, 40 huge winning Apple plans throughout the years, option plans, right? On top of so many other countless great stocks, right? With skill. Like we killed it with Ruko many times. Not all plans work out, but you want to know what? The reality is if you're not having a strategy and sticking to your rules, understanding that loss is a part of this game sometimes, but if you're not ready to catch the one that's going to put you forward, all it takes is, believe it or not, you can have 3 stocks that don't work for you that maybe create small losses, and then one stock makes astronomical gains by following the rules, and it puts you subpar forward. Okay, and this has happened so many times. Sometimes 2 winners in a row, so there could be 3 problems due to market conditions, and then 2 winners that are so astronomical that then have back-to-back gains on that. By you being consistent and focused, that's the only way to succeed long term. And most people don't have those skills, people. I'm being straight out honest here. Okay, we catch great gains in Apple, in Roku, right? People in my group know we caught this huge gains in Roku. We avoided this drop. We haven't made much extra gains in Ruko since because it's not the same. We do give things tries, but our wins still are a high record, and it's all about doing what's right. Because when you're afraid, right, when you start breaking your rules, I have a set rules that have worked year after year after year. You have to understand that 2016 to 2020 is a key pivotal moment in history. All those who've been wrong about the market, calling it too high bubble, they are clowns. They are obsolete. I'm telling you right now, all services that have not managed people to a higher market are obsolete towards what I do. I will be all listen. Who I manage or who makes it in my group and stays in my group are going to reap the rewards. But it's a small group of people, right? Small group. People are destined to fail because they don't put the time to study. They don't think about what they do and how many mistakes they make. They just point fingers, but they don't have anything that can remotely be close to what I do, right? It's all documented on my YouTube channel with confirmation and everything. All the advice is powerful advice. In fact, what I'm doing for my group, the value is expensive. It's worth a price that most people can't afford. So I've done something different, people. What I've done is I manage a group for free, and if a person sees value, they will want to send gifts because I'm helping them make money. If they don't see value and it's not for them, they can leave on their merry way. But the point is they want to be serious to get into my group, study everything, follow my rules, and be part of Power Group Trades. We're a group that follows a powerful system, okay, that makes money. I've been leading the people since 2016, okay, and I've beaten a lot of the best in the world uh, in this, okay. And there is absolutely no one out there that has matched what I've done on my YouTube channel in a small selection of. They don't have the proof. They don't have anything, right? As long as I don't lose my YouTube channel because of something with YouTube problems, right? I have it all documented. I hope that there isn't going to be any YouTube problems, okay? Because I put a lot of work into this YouTube channel, right? I will have a solution if there's a YouTube problem, but regardless, you want to study what I have as it's available, okay? And I'm going to manage those that are serious for success, and um, that want to study and put in the work and look at themselves, like understand that. How were you thinking about the market in 2000? Were you scared, cat? Did you miss a lot of gains? Did you miss the run from 2017 to 2018? Did you miss the run from 2018 to 2019? People are afraid. It's high. It's too high. Listen, let's put up the SPY game, people. Let's think about this, right? I'm let's being straight out honest. In 2016, when the SPY was around here, 225, okay? Now, right up here, I'm not, there was a guy called the stock clown. He said, the SPY is a bubble. I am short. I will go long. I will go long. Now, the market, since this point, who was right the big picture? The guy saying the market is too high, 225, or me saying it's not too high, that it's going to go higher, test 300. Well, we've tested 315. We were close to hitting the 300 over here, right? All through this, the stock clown was wrong. Missed huge gains in Apple, calling the Apple a bubble at 140, saying it's going to fill the gap. Never happened. Now Apple's 267. What's he going to say? You think a billionaire wants to listen to a clown like that? Or someone who's correct like me? Think about this. When I say billionaire mindset, because I can call real direction. Like my advice is for people with very large accounts that will make large money following my advice. But the reality is you have to have the right mindset, you know? The advantage of a billionaire, what's harder than what I have to do, is a billionaire has all the time to ride things out. Okay? They have all the time in the world to ride things out. But as me presenting option plans, we need to be correct within a small period of time, within 3 weeks to a month. Be correct. If not, we're not going to make the gains. As I said, most of the time I'm greater than 80% correct most of the time. But if there's problems, I always get us back under the winning streak. And again, I've been massively correct in the big picture since 2016. So I want you to wrap your head about every word that I'm saying in this live stream, people, is a fact. And it's all documented for you to see for yourself. I mean, you put in the time. I'm telling you, and then I'm here doing live streams. People see me. You see me, a face. You see a person. I've shown myself doing physical movements and everything in videos. Where do you see these stock clowns do that? Or these so-called? They don't. They're out of shape. They're sick. They have no skill. They have no direction. They just know how to. Maybe do spread option plans and all that stuff. They have no skill. I call real direction. It's about real direction. There is no other thing, okay? A market is based on what is the real direction of the market, and you should trade the real direction. If you've been shorting this market, and this market's been going higher, you don't have skill. I have some clowns. 1 second, hide. I have some clowns that are just clowns in this that came. Well, this clown, Tucal, came in. This very clownish person. Absolutely has a clown type of profile and has no information. But again, people don't like to be told that they have no skill. They miss the gains, but they think they call the wrong thing about people. They say they have nothing to offer people, and they point fingers. It's not true because you don't have any skill and don't have any study ability. So they say it's not true. Okay, it's not true, Not true. Only I know how true it is, and so do my members know how true it is. Those who seriously follow me know I've been right the big picture, right? That's why people do the retweets and likes on my Twitter, okay? They do that out of respect. The ones who are serious, the ones who are not serious don't do these things. So I kick them out of the group. They don't go anywhere in life. They're nobody in life anyways. I tell them you're gonna be nothing. You're gonna be nothing. With me, I was at least gonna guide you. I'm a real leader. I have the health. I have it all. Right? I am a true leader in the sense I tell people true mental power, true mental thinking. I come and I do live streams and I really talk to the people and tell them the facts, the truth. So again, massively right the SPY in new highs. I've been talking about this way back here, way back over here, that we would hold support. You look at Wednesday here, said as long as we hold support, we're fine. Was I not right? I got a live stream over here that says that. Why don't you go to my live streams, stock clowns? This one was what? October the 2nd. Go to my October 2nd live stream. See what I said. See what has happened. What have you done? I'll show you what I've done. You go to my live streams on my YouTube channel. Again, my live streams, a lot of information I'm telling people, how I start them. Those serious for success that want to really know what I'm about will do their due diligence, will do the studying. Okay? Those who aren't serious aren't going to go anywhere in life anyways. It don't matter what the I mean, they're gonna go pay some crap, some loser service, some money, lose money with them, not learn anything real, because that guy who does the service has no skill in themselves. Right? I'm telling you, they don't have skill at all. A whole bunch of them out there. What they do have skill is in marketing. A baloney thing that they market. That's what they're good at, marketing, right? The ones who successfully make money. Like the option sniper, a massively intelligent marketer. But in the end, people saw the truth. I know this fact, and I'm telling people straight out. It's up to you. Me, I'm going to be successful, healthy, happy, and helping those who want to be led the right direction. I show it, I prove it, and you're going to see it year after year after year. So you either wake up now and smell the coffee, or wake up years from now. It won't make a difference to me. I'm glad to help those who are serious for success, that show respect, follow my rules. I'm glad to help those people. But stock clowns, dead. My group is free, I said. But you must follow the rules. And then when you see value, you have the option to send gifts if you want. If you don't want, be on your merry way. But before you come into my group, do your due diligence and study. Don't waste my time or your time. I'm so tired of wasting my time with stock clowns. I made a filtering process, and there's still some stock clowns that get into my group. I'm so tired of these lazy bum people. I'm so tired of them that they don't know what they have found in my group. Okay, and I'm so tired of lazy stock clowns. I am so tired of it. So I'm going to speak the facts. I'm going to do the live streams, and I'm trying to tell people. Most people are going to fail. Now, why are people going to? Okay, let me answer the questions. Why most people are going to fail in the markets? You don't have the skill or the ability to call real direction. Okay? If you're missing a lot of plans and if you've been guessing and hemming and hawing, okay, and you've been afraid of this and that, you don't have skill, right? It's not about support and resistance. Those are tools, but it's about a lot of different variations and information that's coming in on a daily basis. Why I call adaptive thinking. And I can see things that most people cannot see. But regardless how powerful I am, okay, nothing's 100%. I understand this, and I tell this to everybody. But it doesn't matter. With my high win rates and how I'm able to catch real gains, we will win the big picture. But you got to keep at this. There could be months where we're not doing the greatest. And then there's a month or two where you're making the full year in gains. That's how the market goes. It's not a month-to-month thing, and it can happen whatever time, whatever month the market chooses. Right? We could have a great December. We may not have one. I think we can have a good December unless there's a problem, a political issue, right? Right? But nobody knows for sure how the outcome. Right now, the market is happy what's going on. But unless there was a political issue, I mean, I've succeeded with calling the market where it is, right? The market still says it wants higher, and it can go much higher right now. And I've said this on all my live streams, and of course, I've been correct every single time. But I've been massively correct month after month after month, week after week after week, year after year after year. I'm done. I'm done. I don't have to prove that. I've already cemented myself in history. As long as I keep this channel, I have cemented it in history between 2016 to 2020. And everyone else out there has not been able to do such a feat. Right? They have not been able to manage people to win Apple, which is a key company in this U.S. market right now. It's the first trillion-dollar company right now. And I guided people to the first trillion-dollar company, not with just telling people as it's a good long-term option through shares, but as many option plans as well. Okay, and it was very simple. We simply buy calls at the right time, the right options, and we go for targets. We take our profits and we go for new plans, and so forth, rinse and repeat. And we've done this successfully year after year after year. Well, the stock clown has not done that. All he does is complain and cry and guess and assume. That's all they do, these stock clowns. All right. So now that I said that, that's why people don't have the skill. It's a lot of the skill involved in the market is way beyond these charts. It's way beyond support and resistance. Okay, I said this many times. I go through scans. I have stock scans that make a criteria rule. And when a lot of stocks cannot make my rule or things do not want to confirm, there is where a problem is created. Okay, because that's when it could be short term. And it really depends on the thing. But right now, I've said this, the reason why the market's so high is I could see that the key stocks were saying this all along. So that's why I'm so correct, because I understand real direction of the market. This is the hardest profession in the world, okay? You're not going to learn it from old world thinkers that teach the stock, whatever. All those guys are teaching you is old world thinking. They have no skill. You name the company, I'll tell you they're clowns. It's that simple. They can't do what I do. I know, because what I developed, it blows my mind to this day. That's why I'm so optimistic and I'm so correct the big picture. You scroll through my information and see for yourself. You see for yourself. But only again, the smart will understand. Remember, people, most people are, I'm gonna listen, to be honest, they're dum dums. You can't help dum dums. They're always gonna be dum dums in life, right? That's the reality, people. I have to be truthful, right? I'm not going to hold people's hands. Those who want to listen to me, they listen. Those who don't want to listen, out the door they go. I don't want anyone that doesn't deserve to be in my group being in my group. I have already great people that have worked with me and supported with me, and I'm already on another level. However, if other people, if we can help other people, that's the point of Power Group Trades, as the group shares the power. Right? That's why we do the retweets and likes, to share that there's consistency, there's people that are paying attention, the people who really want to work and succeed. Okay, that's why I'm so correct the big picture. Okay, it's as simple as that. So a lot of knowledge bombs is what I'm saying right now. Right? On my YouTube channel, right? What I'm doing is not being done out there. Right? I come and make time to do these live streams, right? Sometime I may take a break on a live stream and have people see a live stream. It depends how I'm going to feel now, right? I've proved my point. I've done the live streams. I do make the videos, right? But it's time for um, people to do the studying, and we will grow the group with the right kind of people. It has to be the right kind of people. I could have so many people. I don't. It's not about the amount of people. It's about the right people. Most people don't have what it takes to succeed long term. It's very simple, people. They don't have what it takes. They don't know. If you don't know how to identify breakout plans, okay, which ones will break out, which ones will not. Why should you hold them? Why should you not? What's the real direction of the market? If you can't answer those questions, right, I can. That's why I'm a leader. I have the answers. Right? So a person comes in my group, and then they do what they want. But as I said, if you follow my plans, it's all you're going to need. Most people are going to make a few here and there, but they're going to lose here and there. They're going to, and if you're not making money with skill, you're going to lose that money anyways. If you get lucky making money, luck always runs out. Remember this, people. I've said this many times. Luck runs out, skill does not. Why have I been right the big picture? Because skill doesn't run out. Luck does. Right? I can't be this right over and over and over again, month after month after month, year after year after year. All these so many services out there have been massively wrong. They are clueless. They are baffled by this market. As I said to you, I've told people from day one that it's about understanding what the market is really saying. Even if the market is going down, is it really as bullish as it's saying? And again, I proved my point in December. I called for a market to hit SPY 300 as this was going down. This is a fact that can be found in my live streams that I made in those December 2000 months. Go to those live streams, people. Go to the live streams and see for yourself. Do your due diligence. Don't rush into my group. Study. Really listen to what I'm saying. then if you want to be led by a leader, get into my group, follow the rules of that video, and I'm here to help you. But if you don't want to follow those rules, if you want to do what your own thing, then go be your own merry way. If you can't produce the gains that I'm making in those videos, and ask yourself your question, what are you really doing? If I keep telling people, a lot of people miss a lot of gains. That's what I fear the most. I fear more, listen people, I tell you this, I fear more of losing the gains. Listen to me carefully, people. I fear more of losing the gains that if Apple goes to 300 because I was afraid of something. Because I didn't, but again, I'm not. I follow my rules. But what I'm saying, if I missed gains due to doing the wrong thing, that is a loss in itself. When you miss huge gains due to fear, due to not doing the right things, you are losing a gain because those gains you would have gained give you power to keep doing the right things in the market, people. You're not going to succeed on every plan, and you don't need to. But if you manage your money correctly and you get into and you're catching the big gains, you're going to succeed long term. I've said this over and over again. But the stock clowns don't want to understand that. So what can I do? What can I do? I cannot help stock clowns, right? I can't do that. Yeah, 2 cal is a big climb. Hello, Winekind. Yep, all the proof is there. Just need to. That's right, Joseph. Like these are people that are in my group, right? That's right. Now, as I said, F. Brown, we don't always win. But if you've been studying me long enough, our winners eclipse the losers. Right? I managed the group. We had a bit of a problem in December 2018. And we got our gains and then some if you followed all my winning plans. 5 winning plans back to back to back to back to back in BA. What did I do? It's the same process I did for the Apple plan. It's a winning process that I have that's so advanced. It's no one has done what I've done with BA. From I guarantee you this. No one will find a service that could duplicate or do what I do. Can't. They never will be able to do it. I've created something that dials things down immensely. But as I said, people, the market can change on a whim. And it's about managing everything to make sure, should I sell something or should I just hold this position because it can make gains? Because you know what's even worse? If you sell something and then it turns to be a winner, then you lost for the wrong reasons. That's an example. So for example, if for example you sold Apple here and you then miss these gains, you're going to be, what would you say? Oh, what? I missed the gains. Right? That's what people do. Oh, I should have held. It's the same. Listen, people. It's the same. So this is why I tell people. So if when this was going back, okay, I had core position in Apple. I didn't sell. In fact, I told people to buy. That's what I said because I knew that the odds were in favor that the stock was going to bounce. And that the options we had the time, I didn't want to miss the bounce. Lo and behold, on Monday, we got a strong move. Look at that. Boom, 5 point swing. Now, the stock clowns, the thinking that Apple's going to go lower, get squeezed or miss the gains. Or instead of buying this dip, there was a guy stock clown saying that well, they're waiting for Apple to dip. Okay, but what if Apple doesn't dip? What if Apple doesn't dip, goes to the channel? Let me say something. So what if Apple people simply channels and then breaks out? Who's going to catch it? My way or the people waiting for a dip that may or may not by a guess? If Apple was to dip, then you take. But what if it doesn't dip? People were thinking that, you know what? It's too high over here. I had a stock clown tell me that I was crazy telling people to buy Apple here at in the 250 area right over here, right? Of course of course, where is Apple going much higher? Did Apple not go higher? It sure did, right? It helps. Let's say I'm not sure exactly what happened over here, what we were doing, but I know we caught this whole run, okay, because I had 3 separate winning plans, 3 that we've closed out. one that we're still holding, that whether I break even in that one, it doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is I want to catch the gains with skill. I keep explaining this to people. If you miss out on gains with skill, Apple is a key winning stock. To miss gains in this means you have no skill. Okay? I have massive skill because I've caught so many winning plans more than anyone else out there. Guaranteed, more than anyone else, in a simplified manner, easy for people to follow if they follow my rules. Right? Easy. All we did was buy calls. That's all we did. Call after call after call with the right time, with the right strike price, with the right everything. All documented on my YouTube channel. You have to understand, why am I able to do that? Because I possess a skill that many do not. I'm the one who studied 28 years of this, okay, through the wrong and the right. But then I created something kind of miraculous in a way. But it's like a God-given gift. But I put in the hard work that most people don't even have the experience, don't even have 1/10 the experience that I do. And then they want to tell me how I should do things. I had this clown tell me, well, why do I? You don't know why. As I explained to you, the market, you have to know adaptive thinking. Right? If you think you listen, you can go by support resistance. You can know whatever Fibonacci's. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to apply this stuff. It won't matter what you know, whether you know Fibonacci or not or whatever. These are all tools, but you have to know how to apply them for the right reasons. There's a lot to it, right? There's 10. Let's say you have 10 stocks. I would be able to narrow it down to the best ones, the best few that will have the highest odds of doing well. I've done this over and over again, right? Just like I was able to narrow down, I had BA as a huge winner. I told the group I have a secret weapon. It's all documented. And the people who've been following me long enough know this. I said that specific words. I have a secret weapon to make a great comeback in 2019. And that's what we did. Now, if you stock clowns who want to complain and guess who haven't done anything like that, then I suggest you quiet, you study, you get into my group, you tell me, thank you, PowerTarget Trade, for giving me a chance to succeed, and just follow the rules and study, and stop complaining and stop making excuses with accounts you have no power in, right? Like Paul M, a big clown. You know, the guy, the guy talks about Microsoft and misses all the Apple wins. Then gets into one Apple plan due to me, and claims that he thinks he's got skill. You only went into Apple because I said to go into Apple, because you were seeing I was right. You were in Microsoft and went nowhere, telling me go into Microsoft. I have these jokers. I said, listen, Microsoft isn't the best stock to get into. Apple was better, and I was right. Apple made the most moves. I narrow it down to the highest probability, right? This is a skill beyond skill that the services don't have. Nobody has the skill. I have the skill. And the people who study with me know why I have the skill as I go over stuff with them. Let's see what Ash says. Think long-term success and money management. The system will bring, yeah. Listen, Ash here has sent me over $5,000 in gifts. And my group members know this. They've seen it. I tell Ash, we're going to help the right people. As I tell her, she doesn't, sometimes she says, I don't understand, Sandra, why people, because as I said, Ash, I give her a lot of props how she thinks, because I said, you are thinking the big picture. This is why you find it odd why people are failing to succeed. They're failing to succeed, Ash, because they do not study. They treat the market like a casino. They go on vacations when they're broke people. If you have a small account and you're going on vacation using, I'm on vacation, I didn't have time to retweet. What do you mean? You go on, that's treating this as serious business? You think serious business people are going on vacation at key times? Unless you have money to run your show for you. You're going on vacation? These are the silly excuses I get from people. I'm on vacation, I couldn't do the. Come on. Listen, I've heard all this. Listen, there's so many excuses. I was sick, all the same thing. I was sick, I'm this, I was that, I was this, I was that. Blah, 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 blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. That's right. This is coming from Ash. Listen, I have a lot of documented proof. Uh, these are facts, okay? I received gifts from Ash out of free will. I have no way of pulling money from her account. She has to want to send me gifts. And I've told her many times, because you do show the appreciation and you do all these great things, you're really helping a lot of people, that to give them a chance to be in my group. And it gives me, like I said, if I'm managing a few great people, I can help the other ones as well. But if I had only stock clowns to manage, uh, I wouldn't want to do it, right? What more? The only reason why this is around is because of the smart people like Shia, okay? And he knows, he won't agree, he'll agree with me, like a lot of things that I said, right? About money management, everything like that, right? Uh, my rules in mindset, it's about long-term success with skill. It's the only way. Like, I want to be making money year after year, for the next 20, 30, 40 years, okay? I will be able to do so. As Power Trigger Trade gets older, I get only wiser, and my health is going to be top notch every decade. Okay, I understand things that very few people, that many people don't understand or don't even have the skill. You just take a look at these stock clown people, you know, out of shape guys out there, all full, all weak. What do you think? Strong body, mind, and soul. You got to have it all to be a true champion, to be a true leader. Okay, I got it all. I'm gonna help people with any metric they want. But most people don't focus on their health. I do. I mean, I have so much skill in all these factors you have no idea. And I'm gonna be showing some amazing things as the years go on. I don't have I only have so much time to do things. And as long as we get good people in my group, people like Ash and stuff like that, this will continue, because then I feel I enjoy helping the right kind of people. And the stock clowns, I've proven myself. I don't need to prove my. Listen, I've told you I have the power forever. I'm cemented in history here. I have the power as long as my channel's around. I have the power. I have the power. Thank you, Ash. You know what? You are, as I said to you, Ash, you are a very special and important person, because you know what? You are, like I said, only the smart, okay, and the true people with heart will succeed long term. I have had many people out there like Dinesh, just not listening, not studying. He sent me gifts and everything, but then as he kept missing gains, always excuses like, oh, I had to go on a business trip. As I said, people on day one, if you don't treat this as a serious business, forget it. You're going to lose long term. You're not going to succeed. Trust me on this. I can help you build this to something reasonable. It's going to take time. It's not some quick rich gets cream screen. I don't have a method like that. That method is only if you put way too much of your capital on one idea, you may get lucky and that idea takes off. But what if you go and do the same thing with something else? I'm trying to build people to succeed long term. That's why I do these live streams, to talk to people one on one. Tell them, you've seen my face, you've seen my heart. You don't see these stock clowns. They clap, they say clap, 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 they complain. They have nothing. They have no YouTube channel, no live streams, no videos, no nothing. Nothing. This is all possible due to the right people that have listened to me. I started on stock twits, moved on to Twitter, then did a YouTube channel. But I realized how many people were clowns out there. So I had to figure out, how do I get to the right people? And I did so by making a private group. And I've had so many people come and go because I said to you, the majority are clowns. They don't take it seriously. They continue to gamble. They don't study their own emotions, their own thought processes. And I'm giving them the power right in front of their eyes, but they're too blind to see it. They want to be stock clowns like that, whatever that guy is. That they don't that Tukal guy. But come on, you're a stock clown, right? We killed it in Tesla too, right? Let's put up Tesla. Not all the plans win, but We caught huge gains. Like I left so much gain. Even though I made 150% gains, I actually left another 150% because I was so happy with the gains. And of course, I explained the reason of that because this stock was so compressed for so long that I was happy enough for those targets of 315 and all those. It blew. Tesla blew through all my targets, but we caught those gains with skill, not luck, not fear. Right? That's the difference, right? And it's documented on my. It's all documented. Anybody who followed, they know. But do we win every plan? No. And you don't need to. But when you catch the winners in Tesla, oh boy, they pay. Right? And I've always tell people when we go into something like a Tesla, you don't want to go as large. You want to go a little smaller. Okay. So if you don't have the right size account, I never suggest people to go into. For example, I'll give you an example. If someone had a $10,000 account, I suggest they only go into one option. If they have a $20,000 account, they can go into two options. Okay? You want to kill it with a small amount of options, and then if something goes wrong, sometimes we have to hold things and we don't win. We don't win. We lose. It's fine. But I don't want to miss the wins. I caught astronomical gains in Tesla that helped me a lot. Okay, and if I continue with the right mindset and skill, we will catch astronomical gains again in Tesla. But that's not going to happen with the wrong mindset and not having the skill and understanding and the patience to wait for the right trigger points. As you can see, confirmation is key. We really strategize everything that we do in power group trades. Again, more people come to the live stream when it's about to end. Again, those that are coming late, listen, you can always get back to the beginning. But if you do want to ask the big picture leader a question, and we're talking about a reasonable question, not a clownish question, a reasonable question that I can help you with, I'm glad to do so. But I can't waste my time on stock clowns and get upset anymore. I can't do that. Okay, I've proven my point. It's all documented. Everything that I say, every word comes out of my mouth is facts. And it's up for you to think about it yourself and go through all the work. There's a lot of work I put into doing all this. A ton of work. And I do this because I enjoy it, but for the right people, not for the wrong people, not for the stock clowns, not for the lazy bums. I don't want. What would I want to help those people for? That's why I make a filtering system. I don't just let anybody in my group. Why? They're not going to succeed. They don't offer me any value. They don't want to share to other people the power of my group by simply doing retweets and likes and making comments. It's the only fair thing to do. If I tell you the value of my advice is thousands of dollars, are you going to afford that? Are most people going to afford that? Probably not. So that's why I did it this way. It's very valuable what I'm doing here, people. But you know what? Only the smart will understand that. If you're a lazy bum, you don't want to do the thinking. You got to look into yourself. Listen to me carefully, people. Look into your thought patterns. What have you done? What did you think about the market in 2016, in 2017, in 2018, 2019? How many great winning game option plans did you catch compared to what I've shown on my YouTube channel? Do some self-reflecting. And then, when you realize, you know what? I can't do this alone on my own. You got a powerful leader here that has more health than most anybody out there. Okay? I can lead you. A lot of leaders out there look like we have to hope that something doesn't that for example, that Trump doesn't croak for something, doesn't get a heart attack. Yeah, it's not the guy he's a strong man, but health, strong, tough man, man. That's all he's got. He's a very tough man, but these leaders don't even have much health. They're under a massive amount of stress. Someone like Trump's under massive amounts of stress. Like, see his eyes and stuff like that, right? I go by what the market says, I'm going to worry about all the factors that Trump could do this, that can happen to Trump or whatever. I can't be worrying about, you can't worry about all the factors. There's so many factors that are mind-blowing. What I do learn is, what is the market saying? And let's follow a set rule plan that has worked year after year in all different types of difficult market conditions through political. I'm telling you, I know I have the tools and mindset to win for the rest of my life and do because of 2016 2020 that I can I'm confident and can assure people. But it's not easy, this market. You've got, that's why I treat it like, listen, I'm always staying calm. I care about winning for the right reason and losing for the right reason. That being said, we always win way more than we lose. We go through some tightening periods, but in the end, PowerTarget Trade always takes us to the top. It's never failed, and it never will. But if you're not with this market, if you're not working and grinding away for the success, you can't catch those successful gains because you're not mentally ready. Do you understand? You're not mentally ready because the market is different. The market, listen, I'm going to make a great point here. Listen, let's think about the SPY here. Do you think that the market was the same in December that it was in January? No. In other words, stuff was working due to the signals. And as long as signals were working, you need to continue to follow the signals. This is why I made back to back to back to back BA plans. So let's put up BA and see for yourself. Look at the monument. It rolls way harder than monumental movement for 2 months. And I prepared my group for this. This is documented on my YouTube channel. I want you to think about this. 100-point swing with 5 options. 5 option plans. 5 option plans. Back to back to back to back to back winners. No one, and I mean no one, no service did that for anyone. Not on a public or any, or even most services that people could pay whatever, some worthless fee. They did not do that. Top in the world couldn't do that. Trick or trading, top in the world, simple as that. I'm this confident in what I do, and it's again documented in my YouTube channel. Listen, I charge nothing, okay, for my because the value will be seen by the right people. I've said this many times. My group is free. The value will be only seen by the right people that are serious for success, not stock clowns, not people with no skill. That being said, I'm here to help. Thank you, Vic. Well, it's Thanksgiving for you guys for people in the U.S. For me in Canada, it's a vacation. I get to relax and not look at the market. Yes, but again, unless it confirms, we don't want to go in. We don't want to bother with BA. BA is a good stock, but you know what? We can't fight the market. The market is giving mixed signals. And I do think unless BA confirms my new plan, we simply avoid BA. BA is not good until it can confirm. It can chop a lot. Well, again, I think that right now the market is happy with what's going on, okay? And I think Trump has set the market up to continually go higher. However, like I said, the market has done very well as of lately, and until I guess they get these tariffs, because a lot of stocks have been acting more choppy than while the SPY is going higher. Like it's been still difficult. The market, only of course, Apple really follows my rules amazingly well. I really like Apple. It is such a great company, and I have the skills to catch the gains because I'm not fearful like the guessers out there. Excuse me. Yeah, Baba, I don't like at all, and it's not good enough for my books. I don't like the Chinese stocks. Um, so that's a stock I don't like. Let me take a look at Baba just to see. Um, it's a question, but I don't like the Chinese stocks. They just don't. They don't follow my rules. Okay, made a good move lately. Interesting. I have not focused on on Baba. And I'm never gonna catch everything, right? One of the things I don't really focus on these stocks too well. But amazingly, that Baba happened to do well. That's great. That's great. But did not catch Baba at all. Did not focus on it. Now it's hard to say. These stocks are funny because this stock is funny. I think that the only way I would consider the stock is if it would make a pattern. But right now, the risk reward for something like this, it's hard to say. Being this kind of company, it's really hard to say. Um, this is good action though. One thing about this, and I gotta look this over, but 1025. Baba's chopped because of Chinese terror news. Well, Baba did well. But this breakout happened to work out okay. And like I said, the history of the stock, it's just like false breakout. Like it's a very look. I'll give you an example. I want to explain this to you. So you can see the stock breaks out over here, but then it fails massively, right? It tries to break out over here, um, then fails massively, right? This time it breaks out. Now, it's a very unreliable stock. Um, so sometimes, no matter what, even though a stock works out, as I said to people, some stocks are just going to be are a little bit very unpredictable or very mentally draining. And so I rather focus on high probability that has consistency, right? So it's not about being able to catch everything. You don't need to, but you want to catch the best of the best, and that's what I do. Apple is a lot better than Baba. Would you not agree with me? Um, uh, Shaya, well, I can't pronounce your name. I know this guy's been a follower of me. Has come back recently. Would you not agree though that Apple is a way better company than Baba? Enough said. Enough said, people. You get my drift? PowerTarget Trade, I get us into the best of the best. BA was a super winner. I've had stock clowns say it was too high at 200. I smashed him to nothing. Every stock clown, people, they run from me. They run for the hills. I obliterate them. I obliterate anyone that goes against my words. I always have obliterated them. I destroyed them. It's like it never fails. Totally destroyed. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Good night. Good night. Good night, Ash. Thank you very much for coming. Again, Ash, a super. I mean, people like Ash is why I do this group. I know what quality people are, and this woman here is something on another level. She really just does her due diligence study, because if she didn't see the value, she could easily just say, "Bye bye, Sandro. I don't see any value in what you do." But no, uh, and that she can do that whenever she wants. Listen, anybody has the option to do whatever they want. But I know that I've proven to those serious for success the true big picture of what I'm doing. And believe me, people, this market is going to require an adaptive thinking because it's a new era here. Okay, all the old world thinkers are obsolete. Obsolete. I guarantee you this, people. They will not produce the gains that I will be posting on my channel. And I will always post this format to awaken those that are serious for success. It's not for the stock clowns. There are way more stock clowns than serious people, okay? By a margin of 10 to 1. That's the reality, people. 10 to 1. 10 stock clowns for every one successful person. This is a reality and statistic that won't change. I don't care about that. I do care that I will find the right people. I have. I found a lot of great people. This is why I'm here today doing these live streams. Because of the smart, intelligent people that listen to me, that studied. This is why PowerTarget Trade is here. Not because of the stock. If it was for the stock clowns, I would be long gone. Even with a 10 to 1 margin of stock clowns, 10 to 1, I am here thriving and enjoying helping the right people and doing well and being a leader and doing well. And God knows what I'm doing. God knows PowerTarget Trade is doing a good thing. And God is rewarding me anyways. The gift of super health and a super leader is a gift in itself. Stock clowns. Any other questions out there? Okay, especially for any members, so I can clarify things. I don't want excuses. And you have a question, wine kind. And I hope you wine kind. You study. Okay, you study and think about what I'm saying. You think about your past. Remember, you were short Apple. Okay, remember wine kind before you came to my group? How you said you were short Apple. While you were short, we were long. Multiple plans and you lost for the wrong reasons. For the right reasons, actually. You made a huge mistake. You thought that Apple was too high. This means you have low skills and you need a lot of reprogramming time. That's why you want to listen to my voice. You need a lot of reprogramming time, wine kind. Okay? You're looking at me seriously, right? A lot of people, they come and see, want to, you know, in real life would run for the hills if they were to meet me in a ring. Run for the hills. Most of these stock clowns out there. The healthy person isn't going to be done. But these unhealthy people, under my foot. Under my foot. Service guy, it doesn't matter who they are, under my foot. Right now. Listen, I tell it how it is. The market, you have to take it as a serious business. You can't take this as a joke, as a casino, a gambling. You know, people who call it a casino have no idea of the market, have no skill. It's it's for the top 1% in the world to really do well. Top 1%. It's a small group of people. People are sold marketing programs. These guys who do trading, they trade for an hour and they're marketing their program for the rest of the 8 to 15 hours. I have no program to sell. There is no program from this because the skill is too immense to succeed long term. It's too immense. You just simply come into my group. You be able to follow my rules. That's a lot of people don't do that. They don't follow the rules. That's how they have no chance to succeed. They can't follow simple rules. They are too emotional traders. They don't look for the big picture, like Alex B out there. Missed all kinds of gains because he was too emotional. I told him, I warned him. I said, "You're gonna lose out, Alex B." And you had. I was right. The big picture, wasn't I? Stuck on Alex B. All right, people. Have a good night. Study this live stream from start to end. Study my YouTube channel, people. Listen, I tell it how it is. People don't have what it takes to succeed. You don't you can study all you want about support resistance. If you don't understand how to identify real direction, you won't succeed long term. Thank you, Joseph. Have a good night, people.